There are certain people in this world who do not chase money. Money chases them. They move differently. They think differently. And they carry an invisible energy that bends reality in their favor. While most people spend their lives running, chasing, struggling and forcing outcomes, the chosen ones seem to attract opportunities effortlessly. Doors open for them without explanation. Help arrives at the perfect moment. Resources appear right when they are needed, and to those watching from the outside, it feels unfair. It feels mysterious. It feels almost supernatural. But it is not luck, and it is not an accident. It is alignment. The truth is, money does not respond to desperation. It responds to identity. Most people are taught to believe that wealth is something you must hunt down, fight for, or compete over. They are told that if they just work harder, sacrifice more, and exhaust themselves long enough, maybe one day they will be rewarded. But chosen ones learn a different lesson. They learn that money is energy, and energy does not chase weakness. It flows toward strength, certainty, and alignment. Chosen ones do not wake up every day asking, "How do I get money?" They wake up asking, "Who am I becoming?" Because they understand something most people never do. Who you are determines what you attract. When someone operates from lack, fear, and desperation, the world feels it. People feel it. Opportunities feel it. And instinctively, they pull away. No one wants to place resources in unstable hands. But when someone moves with calm certainty, when they speak without begging, when they act without rushing, everything begins to move toward them. Money included, chosen ones do not chase wealth because they do not see money as something outside of themselves. They see it as a natural extension of who they are aligned to become. They know that when the inner world is ordered, the outer world must follow. And if you are listening to this right now and something inside you feels activated, if this message feels like it is speaking directly to you, understand this clearly. That is not random. This message did not reach you by accident. It reached you by timing, divine timing. There are millions of videos online, yet this one found you. And that is often how awakening begins. Not with noise, but with recognition. So, before we go any further, let me ask you something. If you feel this message resonates with you, if you feel like you are meant for more than survival, struggle, and chasing, type 111 in the comment section. Not for me, for alignment, because when you acknowledge truth, truth begins to acknowledge you. Now listen closely. Chosen ones understand that the universe does not reward force. It rewards flow. Think about nature. Rivers do not strain to move. They flow. Trees do not rush to grow. They align with seasons. The sun does not compete for attention. It simply shines. Chosen ones live the same way. They do not exhaust themselves trying to prove their worth. They already know who they are, and that knowing changes everything. While others are frantic, chosen ones are calm. While others are loud, chosen ones are grounded. While others chase validation, chosen ones radiate certainty. And certainty is magnetic. People trust it. Opportunities respond to it. Money moves toward it. This is why chosen ones often rise without explanation, why they are promoted without campaigning, why they receive help they did not ask for, why their names are mentioned in rooms they have never entered. It is not favoritism, it is frequency. Money is drawn to those who are internally ordered, to those who do not crumble under pressure, to those who do not panic in uncertainty, to those who move as if they are already supported, because they are. Chosen ones do not beg life to give them what they already know belongs to them. They move as if provision is normal, as if support is expected, as if abundance is natural. And because energy responds to expectation, abundance responds to them. Imagine two people planting seeds. One digs them up every day, anxious, fearful, impatient, constantly checking if something is happening. The other plants, waters, protects, and trusts. Which harvest will be greater? The calm one. Chosen ones understand this deeply. They do not uproot their dreams with doubt. They do not sabotage their growth with fear. They know that wealth, like nature, requires trust. And because they trust the process rewards them. This does not mean chosen ones do not work. They work deeply, intentionally, purposefully, but they do not work from panic. They work from alignment. They understand that money does not like to be chased, but it loves to be invited. An invitation comes through identity when you live. As if abundance is already part of your life, your actions change, your decisions change, your standards change. You stop settling, you stop shrinking, you stop tolerating what no longer aligns, and the universe responds accordingly. People begin to see you differently. They listen more closely, they take you seriously, not because you demanded respect, but because you embody it. This is the first and most important truth about chosen ones and wealth. Money chases them because they are not running. They are rooted, they are aligned, they are awake. And this is only the beginning, because in the next part, we are going to uncover the deeper foundations of this attraction, the laws of energy, value, and purpose that make chosen ones impossible to ignore. So stay with me, and if you have not yet subscribed, do it now. Not because you are missing out, but because you are aligning yourself with messages meant to awaken what is already inside you. This is not motivation, this is remembrance. And chosen one, your journey is just beginning. Chosen ones do not attract wealth by working harder than everyone else. They attract wealth by operating from a different foundation. While most people focus only on action, chosen ones understand something deeper. Action matters, but energy comes first. Everything you attract in life responds to the state you are operating from. Not your wishes, not your effort alone, but your inner condition. This is why two people can work equally hard, yet experience completely different results. One struggles endlessly, the other seems to glide forward with invisible support. The difference is not luck, it is energy. Chosen ones attract through energy, not desperation. Desperation is loud. It is restless. It leaks neediness into every word, every movement, every decision, and desperation repels blessings. People feel it instantly. Opportunities feel it instantly. Money feels it instantly. When someone is operating from lack, the world senses instability, and instinctively it pulls away. But chosen ones operate from certainty, not arrogance, not ego. Certainty. They move with a calm assurance that cannot be faked. Even when they do not yet have everything they desire, they carry themselves as if provision is inevitable. Their words are measured, their actions are intentional, their silence is confident, and that confidence sends a powerful signal. It says, I am safe to invest in. I am stable. I am aligned. Money responds to that signal. Wealth does not want to be chased. It wants to flow toward someone who knows how to hold it without panic, misuse, or fear. Someone who does not collapse under pressure. Someone who understands timing. Chosen ones understand this intuitively. They do not beg life for opportunities. They do not plead for validation. They do not rush to prove their worth. They already know who they are, and that knowing becomes magnetic. But energy alone is not enough. Chosen ones also understand the law of value. Wealth always flows toward value, never away from it. Most people chase money directly. They jump from trend to trend, hoping something sticks. They copy others without mastering anything. They look for shortcuts instead of depth. Chosen ones take a different path. They focus on becoming valuable. They sharpen their gifts quietly. They develop mastery patiently. They refine their skills when no one is watching. They know that when you become rare, money will search for you. Value is not just about what you can do. It is about how you make people feel. It is about the clarity you bring, the problems you solve, the wisdom you carry. A chosen one walks into a room and raises the energy. Conversations deepen, ideas expand, possibilities open. People leave feeling better, stronger, more focused. That is value, and value is always rewarded. History proves this over and over again. The people who shaped industries, movements, and ideas did not chase wealth. They chased excellence, and wealth chased them. Chosen ones know that money is attracted to usefulness, to originality, to authenticity. When you offer something the world needs and cannot easily replace, compensation follows naturally. This is why chosen ones do not waste their lives trying to impress people who do not matter. They invest their energy into growth, into purpose, into becoming undeniable. And the universe responds. But there is something even deeper than value. Purpose. Chosen ones walk in purpose, not just ambition. Ambition alone is never satisfied. It is rooted in ego and comparison. It always wants more status, more recognition, more proof. Purpose is different. Purpose is alignment with something greater than yourself. It feels steady, not frantic, focused, not desperate. It gives direction without draining the soul. Chosen ones know why they are here. Even if they cannot fully explain it yet, they feel it. A calling, a pull. A sense that their life is meant for more than survival and accumulation. They do not see money as the destination. They see it as a tool, a resource to serve their calling. And when you live aligned with purpose, Resources are released to you naturally. People show up at the right time. Connections appear unexpectedly. Doors open without force, because the universe supports what is authentic. A person driven only by ambition may gain wealth, but often at the cost of peace. Burnout follows, anxiety grows, satisfaction disappears. A person walking in purpose experiences something different. Their work energizes them. Their growth feels meaningful. Their wealth becomes an extension of their impact. Chosen ones understand this difference deeply. They are not chasing applause. They are fulfilling destiny, and destiny carries provision. When you are aligned with purpose, money does not feel heavy. It does not feel stressful. It feels cooperative. It flows in to support the mission rather than distract from it. This is why chosen ones often rise without striving, why promotions come without campaigning, why opportunities arrive without manipulation. They are not forcing outcomes, they are aligned with them. Energy, value, purpose. These three form the foundation of effortless wealth. When your energy is calm and assured, you attract trust. When your value is high, you attract demand. When your purpose is clear, you attract support. Most people try to reverse this order. They chase money first, hoping clarity and confidence will come later. Chosen ones know better. They build the inner foundation first, and the outer results follow. If you are listening to this and something inside you feels confirmed, understand this. You are not behind. You are being prepared. Alignment always comes before acceleration. And when acceleration begins, it happens quickly. This is why chosen ones do not panic when things seem slow. They know that momentum is building beneath the surface. Roots grow before fruit appears. So stay grounded, stay focused, stay aligned. Because in the next part, we are going to uncover how chosen ones master timing, patience, and spiritual laws to multiply wealth beyond logic. This is where the shift becomes undeniable. Stay with me, and remember, you were never meant to chase abundance. You were meant to embody it. Chosen ones understand something that most people fight against their entire lives. Timing matters more than speed. In a world obsessed with quick results, instant success, and overnight wealth, patience is often mistaken for weakness. But chosen ones know the truth. Impatience does not create abundance. It destroys it. This is why chosen ones move differently. They do not rush. They do not panic. They do not force doors that are not ready to open. Instead, they practice patience with precision. This is not passive waiting. This is not laziness. This is disciplined alignment. Chosen ones know that every season has a purpose. There is a season for planting, a season for growing, and a season for harvesting. Trying to harvest too early ruins the crop, and wealth works the same way. Most people sabotage themselves because they cannot wait. They rush decisions. They accept opportunities that are beneath them. They abandon paths too early because results did not come fast enough. Chosen ones refuse to do this. They prepare quietly. While others are broadcasting their plans, chosen ones are sharpening their skills. While others are chasing attention, chosen ones are building foundations, while others are burning themselves out. Chosen ones are conserving energy. They understand that stability attracts wealth. Money does not trust impatience. It does not trust chaos. It does not trust hands that tremble with fear. Wealth flows toward those who can carry it responsibly, calmly, and wisely. This is why chosen ones often appear to rise suddenly. But their rise is never sudden. It is the result of long preparation in silence. They were ready long before the opportunity appeared. And when the timing finally aligns, chosen ones move with precision. They do not hesitate because they have already done the inner work. They recognize the moment instantly and act without doubt. One well-timed decision can outperform 10 desperate attempts. This is the power of patience paired with awareness. Chosen ones trust divine timing. They understand that delays are not denials. They are refinements. They are moments where strength, clarity, and resilience are being built beneath the surface. And because chosen ones trust the process rewards them. But patience alone does not multiply wealth. Alignment does. Chosen ones use spiritual principles to expand what logic alone cannot. They understand that money is not just material, it is energetic, and energy responds to intention, focus, and alignment. This is why spiritual practices are not optional for chosen ones. They are essential. Prayer, meditation, affirmations, gratitude. These are not rituals of superstition. They are tools of alignment. When chosen ones pray, they recalibrate their inner world. They release fear and reconnect with trust. They shift from control to cooperation. When they meditate, they quiet the noise of lack. They silence the inner chaos that blocks intuition. In stillness, clarity emerges. Ideas are born. Direction becomes obvious. When they affirm, they speak life into possibility. They reinforce identity. They align their subconscious with abundance rather than scarcity. Chosen ones know that whatever you consistently focus on expands. Gratitude is one of their greatest tools. They understand that appreciation multiplies resources. What you value grows. What you complain about shrinks. Gratitude signals readiness for more. This is why chosen ones rarely obsess over what they lack. They anchor themselves in what is already working, and from that place, expansion becomes natural. They also understand the law of giving, not reckless giving. Not performative generosity, but intentional release. Chosen ones know that energy must circulate. Money that stagnates loses power. Money that flows returns multiplied. They give wisely. They invest purposefully. They bless others without fear. And because they do not cling to wealth, wealth does not cling to fear. It flows, often in unexpected ways. A conversation turns into an opportunity. A quiet idea becomes a new income stream. A moment of generosity opens a door that logic could not predict. This is spiritual multiplication. Chosen ones do not try to control outcomes. They align with principles, and principles do the work for them. They understand that when the spirit is aligned, the physical must follow. This is why chosen ones often experience breakthroughs that cannot be explained logically. They prepared, They aligned. They waited. And then suddenly everything moved at once. People call it luck, but chosen ones know better. It was timing. It was patience. It was alignment. They were ready to receive. Most people want wealth without transformation. They want results without discipline. They want harvest without planting. Chosen ones accept the process. They allow themselves to grow into the person who can sustain abundance. This is why their wealth lasts. They are not rushing to escape discomfort. They are evolving beyond it. And if you are listening to this and feel like life has been slowing you down instead of speeding you up, understand this clearly. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. What feels like delay is often protection. What feels like stillness is often accumulation. Momentum builds quietly before it moves loudly. Stay aligned, stay disciplined, stay patient, because what is coming requires the version of you that is being formed right now. In the next part, we are going to uncover how chosen ones build wealth through relationships, vision, and their ability to see opportunities where others see obstacles. This is where abundance begins to move, through people, not effort. Stay with me, and remember, those who wait with wisdom never wait in vain. Chosen ones understand a truth that most people overlook. Wealth never travels alone. It always moves through people. Opportunities do not appear in isolation. Promotions, partnerships, breakthroughs, and doors all come through human connection. And this is why chosen ones never treat people as transactions. They build relationships, not leverage. In a world where many use others as stepping stones, chosen ones move differently. They lead with authenticity. They listen deeply. They give value without calculating immediate return. And this makes them rare. People can feel intention. They can sense when someone is only present for personal gain. And when they do, trust disappears. Doors close. Opportunities vanish. Chosen ones never operate this way. They understand that trust is a form of currency. And unlike money, trust compounds over time. When you protect it, nurture it, and honor it, it opens doors that force never could. Chosen ones invest in people. They invest in conversations. They invest in loyalty. They invest in showing up when nothing is guaranteed. And over time, these relationships become bridges. Bridges that carry wealth, opportunity, and support into their lives in ways that cannot be manufactured. One authentic connection can change everything. It can introduce you to rooms you never imagined entering. It can place your name into conversations you were never part of. It can open doors that money alone could never unlock. Chosen ones know this. This is why they do not burn bridges for short-term gain. They do not sacrifice integrity for speed. They play the long game because they understand something powerful. Wealth that comes through trust lasts longer. When chosen ones enter a room, people feel at ease. There is no hidden agenda, no manipulation, no pressure. Their presence is grounded. Their words are sincere. Their energy is clean. And people respond to that. They want to collaborate. They want to recommend. They want to support. Not because they are asked to, but because they feel safe doing so. This is how wealth multiplies quietly. But relationships alone are not enough. Chosen ones also possess vision. They see what others overlook. Where most people see obstacles, chosen ones see openings. Where others see failure, chosen ones see feedback. Where others see dead ends, chosen ones see redirection. This mindset is one of the greatest wealth magnets of all. Life will always present challenges. That part is unavoidable, but what separates chosen ones is not the absence of obstacles. It is how they interpret them. Most people ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Chosen ones ask, "What is this preparing me for?" This single shift changes everything. Rejection does not stop them, it sharpens them. Loss does not break them, it redirects them. Delay does not discourage them, it refines them. Chosen ones understand that every obstacle carries information. A closed door is not punishment, it is protection. A setback is not failure, it is adjustment. And because they look for meaning instead of blame, they grow faster than those who complain. This is why chosen ones often create opportunity in environments where others feel trapped. They are not paralyzed by fear, they are activated by possibility. While others focus on problems, chosen ones focus on solutions. And wealth always flows towards solutions. If you study history's greatest innovators, leaders, and builders, you will see this pattern clearly. They did not wait for perfect conditions. They saw opportunity in uncertainty. Chosen ones carry this same ability. They turn pain into strategy. They turn struggle into structure. They turn chaos into clarity. And because they see what others cannot, they become valuable, where others feel powerless. This is why chosen ones often become pioneers. They create paths instead of following them. They open doors instead of waiting for permission. And pioneers are always rewarded. Even in seasons of difficulty, chosen ones remain forward-looking. They do not collapse under pressure because their vision extends beyond the present moment. They know that what they are building cannot be destroyed by temporary conditions. They trust that every challenge is shaping them into someone capable of handling greater responsibility. And responsibility attracts wealth, because money does not follow emotion. It follows stability. Chosen ones cultivate emotional control. They do not allow fear to dictate decisions. They do not allow disappointment to poison perspective. They remain centered, and this stability makes them trustworthy, not just to people, but to opportunity itself. This is why when others panic, chosen ones rise. When others retreat, chosen ones advance. When others complain, chosen ones create. Their mindset becomes their advantage, and their advantage becomes their income. If you are listening to this and thinking about moments in your life that felt like obstacles, rejections, or losses, understand this clearly. Those moments were not wasted. They were training, they were shaping your perception, strengthening your discernment, teaching you how to see beyond appearances. Chosen ones are not born seeing opportunity. They are forged into it through experience, through resilience, through awareness. And when that awareness matures, abundance follows. Because the world rewards those who can see possibility in complexity. In the next part, we are going to reveal the final shift that separates chosen ones from the rest, the moment when they stop chasing entirely and step fully into attraction. This is where money stops being pursued and begins to serve. Stay with me and remember, wealth flows most freely through those who honor people, trust the process, and see beyond the surface. Chosen ones eventually reach a moment where everything changes, not on the outside, but on the inside. It is the moment they stop chasing. They stop running after money. They stop forcing outcomes. They stop giving their power away to things they were never meant to serve. And in that moment, something extraordinary happens. Wealth begins to move toward them. Chosen ones understand a truth that most people never grasp. Chasing wealth gives it power. Attraction takes that power back. When you chase money, you are subconsciously saying, "You are greater than me." When you attract money, you are declaring, "I am the source." Chosen ones do not live as beggars in the universe. They live as aligned creators. They embody abundance long before it shows up in numbers. They stand firm. They remain grounded. They move with quiet confidence. And because the universe responds to embodiment, not desperation, opportunities begin to seek them out. People reach out unexpectedly. Offers appear without searching. Doors open without knocking. This is not magic. It is alignment. Chosen ones still work, but their work is different. It is not frantic labor. It is intentional movement. Every step is guided. Every decision is measured. They do not scatter their energy. They concentrate it. Think of a flame. A flame does not chase moths. It simply burns brightly. And moths come. Chosen ones live as the flame. Their clarity draws attention. Their stability attracts trust. Their presence commands opportunity. This is why money begins to orbit them. Not because they asked loudly, but because their life signals readiness. They have mastered themselves, and self-mastery is the greatest form of wealth. But the final distinction of chosen ones goes even deeper. They understand that money is a servant, not a master. Most people worship money. They sacrifice peace for it. They sacrifice integrity for it. They sacrifice identity for it. And in doing so, they become enslaved by the very thing they sought. Chosen ones refuse this trap. They enjoy wealth, they multiply it, they use it wisely, but they never bow to it. They understand that money is a tool, a resource, a form of energy meant to support purpose, not replace it. When money becomes the goal, emptiness follows. When money serves a mission, fulfillment appears. Chosen ones place purpose above profit, and because they do, profit follows them naturally. Money flows most freely to those who respect it, but do not idolize it, to those who manage it without fear, to those who can hold abundance without losing themselves. This is why chosen ones remain wealthy, not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. They are not rich and restless. They are abundant and at peace. They know that true wealth is holistic. It is freedom of time, clarity of mind, strength of character, and alignment with destiny. Money supports that. It does not define it. Chosen ones view money like fire. In the right hands, it builds warmth, progress, and light. In the wrong hands, it destroys. So they handle it with wisdom. They invest with intention. They give with discernment. They spend without guilt. They save without fear. And because their relationship with money is healthy, money feels safe staying with them. This is the final secret. Wealth stays where it is respected, not worshipped. Chosen ones are not controlled by money, they command it. They do not fear loss because they trust their alignment. They do not panic in uncertainty because they know who they are. And identity is the true source of abundance. If you have listened to this entire message, understand this clearly. You were not meant to chase survival. You were not meant to live in constant struggle. You were not meant to beg for what aligns with your destiny. You were meant to embody the frequency that makes abundance respond to you. Energy, value, purpose, patience, alignment, relationships, vision, attraction, mastery. These are the 9 ways chosen ones make money. Chase them. And if this message reached you at the exact moment you needed it, if something inside you feels confirmed, awakened, or strengthened, type 111 in the comments section right now. Not casually, intentionally, because writing it is a declaration, a signal that you are ready to stop chasing and start attracting. And if you know deep down that you are stepping into a new level of alignment, comment this as well. I am ready. Let the universe witness your decision. And finally, subscribe to this channel. Not for entertainment, not for noise, but for alignment, because messages like this do not find everyone. They find the chosen and chosen one. Your journey into effortless abundance has already begun.